episode is all about buying and selling. And while we've crossed the country and met scores of startup founders all vying for space in the combative e-commerce domain, one thing is clear. For every idea that doesn't work, there seems to be another that's trying to get a slice of that e-commerce pie. Here's another venture that aims to help you discover unique products from emerging brands, all on one platform. This is Craftly. Now, while the startup aims to be a one-stop shop for unique collector's items, it also hopes to boost India's small seller community. How? Let's find out.
Small things. Little things. Tiny things. Things of small size but great value come together to make big things. Craftly brings many small things together for you, so you can do big things with them.
Jumping on the e-commerce boom in the country is another startup, and leading it are four men who believe in turning unique into their USP. Meet Akshay Gulati, Chief Financial Officer of Craftly. Sahil Goel, co-founder and CEO of Craftly. Gautam Kapoor, COO of CartRocket, the company which acquired Craftly last year. And Vishesh Khurana is the director of Craftly. With an ambition to add a twist to the e-commerce industry, these four have together founded Craftly. While we know this one is based on e-commerce, what exactly does Craftly do?
Craftly is basically a website for unique products. Unique in terms of beautiful, handmade, or anything that's not massively produced. Anything that's made one of a kind.
We're selling what a small seller is creating. And the whole fact that the small seller is able to bring so many unique products on the platform, and the capability of Craftly to bring that to the customer is the uniqueness about it.
That's right, Craftly does bring the unique not just to the business model but also to their products on the app. The venture ties up with home entrepreneurs, or as they call them, homepreneurs, to offer products which are otherwise available only in an offline setting. Craftly solves a major bottleneck for small merchants in terms of documentation, payment and logistics, and it is one of the only players in the e-commerce market doing so with a pure customer-to-customer model. And the startup's numbers are a mark of its success. Craftly has more than 4,000 sellers who have tied up with this startup. But is this really the best option for small merchants?
It's the closest that you can get from an offline buying experience. When you go to a shop, you get to know the person, you try and negotiate, you try to get your products customized. It's very much similar. Craftly totally enacts it online. You can go back, chat with your seller, you can get your products customized. If you have questions, you want to negotiate, bargain, the whole experience of shopping that we go out for, it's online. That's what makes Craftly unique.
And with a strong inclination on promoting small sellers, Craftly allows them to take pictures of their products and completely manages their microshop. And all this on the app. The Craftly app is the bridge between consumers who want to discover unique items and microshop owners who can list their products, bargain with consumers, and even take payments. The whole shopping experience is very personalized, and all pain points of setting up a shop are minimized for the seller. Craftly truly kills two birds with one stone.
The enthusiasm from the sellers to adopt a platform like this is huge, and they are adopting it, and people are using Facebook to market their products and bring their customers on Craftly to buy it. And I think that is the testimony to the acceptance of Craftly in the market, and what space we wanted to actually serve, that's getting served. I think that's what's a milestone that we wanted to achieve, and I think to an extent we have done that.
The unorganized sector is very large in India, and with the e-commerce industry drifting another way, Craftly seems to be filling a huge gap in the market. But we're sure there's a lot more than meets the eye. So we want to know. Does Craftly fill a gap in the e-commerce market? What is that? Does Craftly have a sustainable business model?
What is Craftly's business model?
We're in the business of aggregating a lot of unique inventory from across the country, from homepreneurs, independent sellers, flea market sellers, they could be local retailers. A lot of this stuff today doesn't actually make it in an aggregated way for buyers. So our business model basically is to connect the buyer and the seller. We truly believe in empowering the seller to kind of build their brand on our platform and then buyers to connect with them directly.
Craftly is launching an initiative called Big Cashback. Can you tell me about that?
Absolutely. It's something we're very excited about. So cashback is something that we're all very familiar with in India. But what we've done is we've done cashback with a difference, which is our Big Cashback program is for sellers. So for every seller who generates an order themselves in Craftly, we give 25% back. It's basically 25% more profit back in their pocket. So this is that little nudge in the right direction, telling them, you know what, we know you love our product. Come try it, and we're sure you're going to stick with us. It's the same way over the last 5 to 10 years that our big e-commerce companies have gotten buyers to get used to buying online. We're trying to get sellers used to selling online.
Is there a gap that Craftly is filling in the e-commerce marketplace?
So I think there's a big gap on the seller side, right, where there's 50 million home sellers, entrepreneurs, retailers that currently don't have a way to make it online. So I think that is the biggest sort of problem that we're trying to solve by providing a mobile app which these sellers can onboard in 30 seconds, very much like getting onto WhatsApp, right? And there's a tremendous demand for this. We're seeing very good early adoption of the product as well on the sell side. On the buyer side, I think it's the availability of these unique products that come from these sellers that are not really findable or hard to find on some of the existing channels out there today. So we're filling the gap on both buyer and seller as a company.
It seems like your most clear competition is Shoppo from Snapdeal. How does Craftly plan to differentiate itself?
So yes, Shoppo is competition if you look at the fact that we're all targeting small sellers, but we're very different. We're a curated marketplace. We like to sell unique, handcrafted, exclusive products. So while Shoppo would have all the products that are available from some small sellers on there, we try to have a more diversified product offering, a more curated product offering. Secondly, the way we market ourselves at Craftly is we are not about sellers selling on Craftly. We're about sellers creating their own brand on Craftly. So if you have a product that you're painting bags or creating shoes, even sunglasses, we want you to build your brand, because at Craftly we know that if you're successful building your brand, it's success for the platform. So we're more a means to an end. We don't want people to come to Craftly because of the Craftly brand. We want people to come here because of the products that our sellers sell, and we want the sellers to build the brand that they have with us.
It's really neat that you can get quirky, unique products like this on Craftly. I mean, this is a time turner and a compass at the same time. The truth is that you find the stuff at markets, and it's exciting to know that you can find that stuff online as well now. I'm not sure anything can really replace that going to the market experience, but it's empowering small merchants, and that's exciting to hear. I think the next big challenge is whether Craftly will really be able to scale up. That's what I think. Let's hear what the mentors have to say.
So Craftly, I feel, is another e-commerce model in the making. While I find that the model is all right, but again, I think it's an e-commerce model at the end of the day. An e-commerce model needs to have a huge brand building exercise to be done. So one advice I would want to give to Craftly is that e-commerce is a huge investment business, and if they might want to reconsider the margins that they are working on right now.
One advice I would give to Craftly is really make sure that you thought through and engineered your business model before you spend loads of money on scaling. It's a unique space, so there are some benefits, but what will it take to get both your suppliers and customers onto the site? What is that USP? Focus a bit heavily on that.
Droom is an inspiration to young startup founders. And Craftly has a unique platform with some great products. But will it be able to capture a bigger market share? We'll have to wait and see. And if you think you have what it takes in the startup big leagues, then write to us. Email unicorn@ndtv.com or tweet us at prime_unicorn. We'll see you next week on Unicorn Chasing the Startup Dream.